Okay, at address. Here, let me show you this. See how that's pretty much a straight line?
Yeah.
See how yours has that it's kind of got an angle there? Okay, now the other thing about this is that if I drop a line straight down from the middle of your shoulder, that line should go on the inside of your left knee. Okay, so if you're looking at me like this, now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take my upper body, I'm going to move it back, and I'm going to move my hands to there. Now how do I look? Now this is a straight line, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but the more my upper body's centered or straight, then I get more of an angle here, and this shoulder. See, my shoulders, if I stand here and I bend over, right, my hands are equal length, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, now look where this is. Where would you say that is? Right over my knee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, but I can't hold the club like this.
No.
I got to hold the club like that. So now look where my shoulder is. See, so when I see somebody's shoulder on the knee or outside the knee, then it means they're not behind the ball enough at address. Okay, so I'd like.
Shoulder needs to be dropped a little more.
It doesn't need to be dropped anymore. You need to kind of close up a little bit more. Your shoulders just slightly.
So just like, so when you say close up, so it's kind of like.
Yeah, way, exactly. So look in the mirror here. Come take your setup right here and face the mirror. Just take a normal setup. Hold it right there. Put your hand right there. Okay, and now flare your toes out. There you go. Okay. And the buttons on your shirt should run towards your left heel. Okay.
So I kind of need to like almost feel like I'm kicking my left.
That's
heel out.
exactly right. And get your hands more forward. Right there. Okay. Yep. Okay.
That'll help me get on the right side a lot more, right?
Yep. Well, it sets you that way already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the top, like I think like right there for a 7-iron, I think that would be about right. Okay, and I think you go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6 clicks extra that you don't need. Okay, and then coming down. Okay, here we go. Now look where your head is relative to the ball now. See how it's starting to get in front of the ball. And that causes the club to release early. See how early that club's released?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's why, and the club is past you already, right? Now most people, when their hands get right there, the club would be right there. That's why you're hitting it. That's why you're not hitting it solid. Okay, and so think about this. If your head, and your head's already starting pretty much, it's not behind the ball that much. But if my head gets in front of the ball, let's do it as an extreme, right? This is an extreme. If my head gets in front of the ball, do I have to release earlier or later? Yeah, otherwise the ball would go dead right every time, wouldn't it? So what's going to happen is my body's going to slow down, my club's going to release, and I'm going to be flipping it through the ball. Okay, and so we're going to get you to do is we're going to get you set up behind the ball more, and I'm going to do some drills with you to work on. I'm going to start training your hands how to release the golf club properly. Okay, and I'm going to tell you something. Unless you train your hands or educate them, you'll never learn it. So like there's teachers out there, books out there that'll tell you the release just happens automatically. If you get a good backswing, all this other stuff happens. Well, that's not true, because you develop a release habit based on your swing plane And once you've done that thousands of times, if you come and change things in your golf swing, your hands still do the same thing because they don't know anything else.
Yeah.
So if I get you to start releasing the club like this, right? So I'm taking my left hand and I'm knuckling it down like this. Okay, so the club is going to stay on plane, and the face of the club is going to twist around the shaft. See how the shaft doesn't change angles?
Yeah.
Okay, but watch this. So to change the face, look what I have to do to my wrist. Now watch what would happen if I push my hands forward with no twist. Look at the face. Right, it'd be open, wouldn't it? So I have to do that to be able to get into a good impact position. Okay, so what I'm going to have you do is we're going to work on your setup, and I'm going to have you make these swings where we call hit and hold. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to make you swing and stop right here. Now you're going to be something like this, and I'm going to put you back in the right spot. And we're going to just hit a bunch of balls and keep doing this. And I want you to start practicing almost like when you chip. Like if you're hitting a chip and run, you don't want that, right? You want your hands to stay ahead, don't you? Okay, so I want you to just imagine that, hey, we're hitting some giant 9-iron chip and runs. Okay? And you can practice, like even against the wall right here. If I just go like this and I come in and I put my back of my hand against the wall, but not the knuckles. Okay, let's see you do that once. Just take your setup. No, you won't do it with a club yet. Okay? There you go. That hip a little forward. There you go. That's plenty. Okay, make your backswing. Okay, now come down against that. Hold it right there. Kick your right knee in. Okay, that's it. There you go. That's impact. So you're tight right there. Turn back. Now come through. There you go. Nice job. Right arm's always under left. Good.
What do you mean I was tight right there? Like my hamstring?
Your hip. Right, left hip.
I heard that in baseball.
So your left hip is tight if your head stays back. Okay? I can see it, but that's because you're not stretching it right now. You are now if we do this. Okay, that's it. Good. That's it. Good. Okay. So we're gonna work on that.
On my setup, is it alright that my head's a little tilted?
Your head should be, your nose and chin should be in line with your spine. Okay, so look at this picture right here. See how the nose and chin is right in line with the spine?
Yeah.
That's perfect. See that? Not as good. See the hat should be in line with the spine. The spine angle's good though.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, I can get away with square. I can't get away with this. This is no good. Laying your neck over is no good. But just like this, watch. I'm going to bend straight and I'm going to tilt. So my nose and chin is running right down the spine angle.
So when I set up like this?
Just like that. That's perfect. Can't do any better than that. All right.